sit next to the fireplace. Actually, no,
Too cold.
We had, back in those days, we had gas heat, and those heaters were on the floor. So you literally sit on the floor and get warmed up. Remember those? Oh, you probably don't because you're from the South. But up in North, that's how it was. It was cool.
No.
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
I know. You're from Florida. We got two Southerners here. I'm technically a Floridian now, right? I've been here since 2001.
I was going to say, how long you been here? Like 20-plus years,
How
right?
long do I establish residency before you're considered a Southerner?
I think you are.
Yeah.
And I was in Atlanta 4 years before that.
You're
so
definitely,
technically 25 years in the South.
You're definitely there.
When you get below Jacksonville in Florida, you're really back in the North.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you look at
I said Orlando.
Okay, I'll go for that.
And as a matter of fact, I got statistics that back that up because I was thinking about getting some NASCAR on the station. And so I'm doing some research in Florida to find out where's all our NASCAR affiliates at. And there is nothing south of Orlando as far as NASCAR is concerned. Mm-hmm. I'm like, there's nothing on the Gulf Coast except for Destin and Fort Walton.
This is New York, Michigan, and Canada.
Massachusetts, too.
In Massachusetts.
Yeah. A lot of Massachusetts places.
Yeah, a lot of,
Yeah, there were a lot at the show last night, come to think of it.
Yeah,
because I ask them sometimes. I'm just curious to get a feel for who's in the room, you know?
Well, what's crazy is a lot of them will come down here as seasonal residents, and then they end up just staying.
Yeah, because the weather's so great.
Yeah.
It's way better than it is up there.
But they've never experienced a Florida summer.
Yeah, exactly.
Then they're like, I'm going back home.
Yeah.
That's hence the snowbirds.
Yeah, exactly.
When I get rich, that's what I'm going to be.
Yep. Yeah, me too. Someday. Actually, no, I'm just going to retire permanently to Nashville. That's all I want. I'm good. I'm happy in Nashville. Me too. I love Nashville.
And the food, the nightlife, everything.
Yeah. Just the music scene alone, I'm hooked. You know, I'm seeing bands that no one else really heard of, but I know of them and you know of them because we listen to the same kind of genre of music. That's why I love Julie.
The heart of Americana, man.
Hell yeah.
When I hit it rich, I'll retire to Vegas.
You want Vegas?
I want Vegas.
See, I got bored of Vegas after 5 days.
Well, the rich won't last long.
No.
Yeah, sure it will.
Well, he don't gamble.
Yeah, right.
But what'll get you is that legalized marijuana.
But there's a thing though. When you hit it rich, you don't need to gamble anymore though. That's in that kind of sort of the thing.
I think you just play higher stakes.
That's what I'm thinking.
To me, once I hit it, if I ever hit it rich, I'll just say that I won't need to gamble anymore.
You know, you just move on from the nickel slots.
No, you hit a certain amount. You hit that certain amount. Then you don't need to keep.
I would still gamble.
Put that KFC bucket down and get you some folding money, man.
That's right.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Nice. Julie travels all over the place. You know Vegas. I mean, it's after 5 days, I'm bored. Because there's really nothing to do but gamble.
There's nothing sadder than Vegas in the daylight.
Yeah.
I swear, though. You do not want to be around there in the daytime.
I did one trip to the Calico Mountains and then one trip to the Hoover Dam. And I'll tell you what, I was not impressed with the Hoover Dam. I thought it was a lot bigger. I was like, man, on TV, this thing looks huge.
You ever see Vegas Vacation?
Yeah.
This is your damn tour. I am your damn guide. Do you have any damn questions? I love that guy. That old tour guide. Oh, God, that was the greatest. That was one of the greatest movies ever.
Nice.
Mr. Papa Giorgio. No.
Oh, hell yeah.
Remember that?
Yep. God, Julie, I want to see you in a movie. You'd make
I
such
need
a
to be
great,
in a movie.
You would make such a great character actress, I think. Because you got some shtick.
Here's a newer movie that I actually kind of liked, and it's Will Ferrell, Amy Poehler. It's called The House. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen
Anything
that.
with Amy Poehler in it.
Yeah.
It's freaking hilarious, dude. It's freaking hilarious. It's one of the funniest movies, literally one of the funniest movies that they've come up with in quite some time.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was 2016 it came out, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's check that one out.
It's on HBO right now.
During the 2016 election, I got a T-shirt that said Polar Faye 2016, and then below it said "Bitches Get Stuff Done." That's one of my favorite shirts.
Nice.
And now I actually sell a shirt at my shows that say #BGSD, and then below it. Bitches get stuff done. Because I just think that is so positive and such a. It needs to be said. It needs to get it done. Put your big girl panties on.
That's right.
Take care of business.
Hell yeah.
And
do what you gotta do.
She is great in that movie. She made me laugh in that movie so much. I was laughing my butt off at her and Will Ferrell both. But and it's not just them. It's a couple of the other guys too. Like the one guy who's in the League. Couple guys that are in the League are in this, and they're both absolutely hilarious. One of them with the beard, he just absolutely makes the movie funnier.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's about you know what it's about, right? Basically, in a nutshell,
No.
The three of them open a casino in their in their house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great, dude. It's just absolutely
Have to check that out.
from there.
Yeah.
It's absolutely freaking hilarious. They're doing it all really to pay for their daughter's tuition to college, to go to college. So that's like the premise of the whole movie, and then it just goes from there. And you have, the local cop, the local people in the town and whatnot, and it's just absolutely.
I had a couple years ago. I had an idea for a sitcom for Julie because before Julie got into comedy, she did everything from truck driving to being a baseball mascot.
Yeah.
She did everything. So I had a premise where every week she would have a different job. She couldn't hold a job.
It wouldn't be too far from the truth, honestly.
That's pretty funny, though.
And every week Julie's working a different job. As you have you have your cast of characters. It was kind of funny. I thought. 1 week you're driving a truck, next week you're doing something else.
Actually, I didn't get fired and I had a lot of jobs because I worked hard, to be truthful.
Yeah.
I just want to defend myself here.
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't say you got fired.
But I did it first just to be funny. But, I had many jobs at the same time, simultaneously. Like right out of high school, I had 3, at the same time. I was I worked at a veterinary hospital. I worked at a pet store. And I worked for, and then I was a baseball mascot in season for the farm team for Baltimore.
Oh, wow.
I was actually a bat girl too for that team,
cool.
and that was at the Charlotte O's back when it was before it became the Charlotte Knights. I was there when Cal Ripken Jr. was coming up.
Wow, oh, nice.
Yeah, he was a youngin'.
Yeah,
when
I met him afterwards when he retired. And bought the stone crabs.
He was a great guy too. He was super nice. He wasn't.
He was mean to me. Billy, I loved his brother. Billy was great, but I was wearing.
He was mean.
I was wearing a Cardinal short.
You kind of said something about Ozzie Smith being better than him, which
I was joking, but Billy loved it.
Right.
Give me a high five, because Billy never gets no credit. It's always Cal Ripken.
When
he's like the poor bastard son.
I would get hired by the team owners. Sometimes they would have big cocktail parties at their house in Charlotte, and they would hire me to be one of the cocktail waitresses. And so I would go over there, and there was this guy that had a big World Series ring on at one of the parties one time, and I admired his ring. I didn't know who he was, but I said, "Can I see your ring, please?" And he took it off and handed it to me, and I was like, it was huge.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Wade Davis let me borrow his for a day to wear around.
Wow. I mean,
it fit on 2 fingers.
No doubt. If you fell in the pool with it, it'd sink you. So anyways, I said, this is so impressive. And he said, so he sticks out his hand and he goes, "I'm Brooks Robinson."
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
That's who it was.
I would have been freaking out.
Because they were the farm team for Baltimore, and he was third base, I guess.
Oh, yeah, he was.
For Baltimore?
Gold Glove Hall of Fame third baseman.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
And he says, and I said, well, I know nobody else in here is going to ask you this tonight, and I found a cocktail napkin and a pen, and I said, if you don't mind, would you please give me your autograph? And he said, I tell you what, if you give me your address, your name and address and everything, I'll send you something when I get back to Baltimore.
Oh, wow.
And he did, and he mailed me a headshot, an 8x10, and it was signed to Julie from Brooks Robinson. And I still have it.
It's
very
awesome.
cool.
That is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is.
And I wasn't even a big baseball fan,
Right.
but gosh, he was just top of the heap,
And that's another thing, too.
I knew who he
I can
was.
see you doing a reality show, too, where, like, Julie takes on some job. Like, Julie takes on Subway. Something like that. That'd be kind of funny, too. And then you just goofing off.
Me and Mike Rowe.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's take our final break. We'll come back and wrap things up with Julie Scoggins on 1070 NBC Sports. Welcome back to the Larry Timko Show on 1070 NBC Sports. That's new material from the Old Crow Medicine Show. Their new release is called Volunteer. I'm a big Old Crow bluegrass fan right there. Those guys are awesome. And they were on tour with Willie Nelson, and I'm not sure the story, but I know Willie Nelson got mad or something and walked off stage in Charlotte. I don't know what. I thought he was not feeling well. Is what.
Well, there's video. There's YouTube video that, of course, that fans took and posted, and the story was that he was mad about something, and that he's done it before, and people were bitching about it and complaining, and I thought, what the interviews that I've seen Willie do, he loves his fans.
Yeah, he does.
He loves his music. He loves his art. He lives life on his own terms. I've always said, I want to be just like him when I grow up. He's 85, just cut a new CD, just released a new CD.
Number 1 on the Billboard charts,
I think
by the way.
he
Last Man
is
Standing.
Amazing.
His son Lucas is really cool too.
Yes, he
Had
is.
a chance
And
to meet him a month ago.
sounds just like his dad.
A little more rocking though. But
I mean the
oh yeah,
tenor, you know, and he's kind of nasally. He sounds a lot like his dad.
He was so cool. Him and my kid hit it off. I'm like, wow. I was like, look at this, Willie Nelson's son hanging out with my son. How cool is that?
That is.
Yeah, it's neat.
So I feel
what was the worst concert you ever been to?
The worst?
The worst. I got my worst.
I'll tell you the most disappointing, and I don't know what I really thought. Now that I've been in show business a while, I see the logistics and how hard it would have been to totally pull off the effect. But I saw Queen in Charlotte.
Yeah, I think that would have been amazing.
It was, but when they sang Bohemian Rhapsody, when they got to the part everybody's waiting for, they put their they put their guitars on stands and had spotlights on them. And they left the stage and played a soundtrack.
Oh, really?
All the Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, you know, all the part that you were waiting for. And then I thought, well, what did I expect? A choir? Mm-hmm. You know, is a choir going to tour with them?
Yeah.
And be put up in hotels and the logistics of it and the pay and all of that just for that one song would have probably been crazy.
Yeah.
Prohibitive. But still, I mean, I read an article after that in Rolling Stone that said that towards the end of their last tour that they were all so burned out.
I believe that.
And so done. And they really didn't want to be there at all. They didn't want to be anywhere. And I got that vibe. I mean, the show was lackluster. Freddie Mercury was just the consummate performer with super energy. I loved him.
All right.
But it was such a disappointment. Okay.
Nice. Mine.
What was yours?
Chastain Park in Atlanta. All right, let me set up the premise. Chastain Park, what they do is they have picnic tables set up instead of seats. And what you do is you're allowed to bring a picnic basket, your own food, your own wine, your own cheeses, set up a little picnic area and enjoy a concert and food. Went and saw Bob Dylan. He did not like the idea of people eating while he was performing. So he got up on stage, he saw all the picnic baskets and people with spreads of food and everything. He looked out at the crowd. I'm not performing until you guys are done eating. Walked right off the stage, didn't come back for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And then when he came back, he started singing. Changed all the lyrics to his song so none of us could sing along. Couldn't understand half the words he was saying. It was just a really bad performance. I'm like, man, this is Bob Dylan, really?
You do that to your fans?
Yeah.
I mean, people want to sing with you.
Exactly. And I was like, wow. And then I thought, okay, it was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Saw him again. This time it was here in Fort Myers. They were doing the stadium tour with Willie Nelson and the Green Cards. Fantastic concert till Bob Dylan came on. Same exact thing. He just wasn't happy with the crowd. He just wasn't.
He's bitter.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he was enjoying himself, and it really showed in the performance. So twice I saw Bob Dylan, twice I was disappointed.
Yep.
You know, but thank God for Willie, because Willie played great, and I love the Green Cards too. They were an Australian trio.
Well, what I was going to say about Willie earlier too is that because he loves his fans so much, and all this skeptical talking about how they think he was mad and he walked off. I say if Willie Nelson walked off, it's because somebody tried to. Yank his chain and tried to, promised him something that they didn't deliver or something. And he's been around long enough and paid his dues, and he doesn't have to put up with crap.
He doesn't.
No.
He doesn't.
So if he walks off, by God, I'm sure it was disappointing to the people that paid for the ticket.
I mean, he's 85 years old, people. That's why he doesn't do radio interviews. He used to come by the station, and I used to hang out with him all the time, but now he doesn't do that anymore.
Right.
So
he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to. First time I met Willie, I spent 4 hours on his bus. The bus driver had to kick us off. He's like, okay, we got to move on to the next town. You guys got to go.
How awesome is that?
Because Willie was just so cool, man. He kept us on the bus with stories. It was just a special treat.
He's just a great human. I just think that he's interesting. I hope he'll write a book.
Yeah.
Before he forgets it.
Because he's
a black belt.
Yeah. Robert Plant was the same way. What a great, funny guy. He would sit there and just chat your ear off all night long. Robert Plant, Led Zeppelin. Like, oh my God, I'm sitting here next to Robert Plant. He's just treating me like a normal human being, not that ego or, I'm super rock god or nothing like that,
That's it.
He's just a normal guy.
Everybody puts their pants on the same way. Man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Anyway, Julie Scoggins performing at Vasani's all weekend long tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. For tickets, just log on to Vasani.net or call 941-629-9191. You can also find more on Julie at juliescoggins.com.
And Facebook.com. Julie Scoggins Live.
Julie Scoggins Live. Not
That's
Julie
right.
Scoggins Comedy. Julie
and
Scoggins
Instagram.
Live. You're on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
I don't do any of that.
I just
signed up for Twitter like 2 weeks ago.
See, I don't tweet just because... I mean, I signed up for it a long time ago, but I found myself, it was work.
Yeah.